Today, I want to talk about how we can expect bad things to happen to the point where if good things happen, we get kind of weirded out by it. We question it. And so I think this happens because we have our RAS, the little hairnet for the brain. It filters stuff. So it lets in things that involve danger, but it also lets in things that are important to us. And so if we keep thinking, bad stuff happens to me, it'll let in all the things that help support that belief. And this has been going on because my new relationship has been going so well. Like, I can't even describe it. And I keep thinking, well, I mean, how? Like, how would such a good thing happen? I'm very perplexed. And so I kind of keep just thinking about, wondering, like, why? And it's funny because my ex-partner kind of got into my head a little bit. Because my new partner works in town, lives about over an hour away. He was going to pick me up and bring me home and then drop me off in the morning before work. So I was telling my ex-partner about that because we're still living together for a few days, just to give him a heads up. And he just gets all quiet. He's like, you've got to be careful. I was like, what? What do you mean? He's like, going out there without your car, what if you get stranded? I said, well, I've been out there before without my car. He's like, that's not like you. I'm like, what? I've had friends pick me up and bring me out of town and then bring me back. Like, I've done that. Like, I went to, like, what? I was super confused. I'm like, what? And then he was like, you know what? It's going to rope you into some weird, organic yoga sex cult. I was like, whoa, what? I kind of laughed a little bit, but then I was like, oh no, what if he is going to rope me into some weird organic yoga sex cult? Maybe that's the thing that's wrong. And I had to take a moment to be like, probably not. I think good things can just happen, but then I realized I would be so good for a cult. Like, I'm surprised I was never kidnapped. As a teenager, I talked to so many strange men on the internet. It was not okay. This is why you should talk to your kids about sex. Don't just tell them not to do it, because they will find out things about it and they might talk to strange men on the internet. Don't do that. Please talk to your children about sex in a very sex positive way. Anyway, yeah, I would have been perfect for a cult because I didn't have a dad, I'm biracial, just really lonely a lot and awkward and just, yeah, a cult really could have just gotten their hooks into me. But anyway, I did realize that's probably not a thing. I can just be lucky enough to have a really good relationship. But it just made me think about how we can have those really weird expectations. And anyway, my ex went on. He's like, but what about the eye gazing thing that he does to you? I'm like, what? He's like, he's manipulating your emotions with like the eye gazing energy stuff. And I was thinking, well, because new partner and I do we stare at each other constantly. It's probably really obnoxious to other people. And I don't care. But we just seem to fall into each other. I've never had that happen before. Like, I have definitely looked at other partners and just been like, Like, I had an unrequited love thing. And I would just stare freaking constantly because I was like, you're so attractive. You're a cool person. And this is like reciprocated in just super long and all the time. And I just love it. And I was thinking like, no, I think that wasn't initiated by him. I'm pretty sure we both just ended up doing it for some reason. But there was that quick little moment of like, oh no, because I think you know, eye gazing is a thing that does get you closer to somebody. But it was not really initiated by either of us. So, moral of the story is good things can happen. And it might shift down the line, you know, who knows? And I know that I am deep in NRE, so new relationship energy. So when you really do have all the feels for someone and you fall for them and you think they can do no wrong and you're just like, you want to spend all your time with them, that totally is a thing. But I try to be so cognizant and logical because I know in my other relationships I had NRE, and there were probably some things that I noticed even at the beginning that I thought could be issues, and I kind of ignored them. And I keep looking for anything, trying to be logical, trying to make sure I'm protecting my heart, and I don't see anything. And that's interesting. And sometimes that worries me too, because I'm like, why? But like I said, I want to remember to reprogram my brain that good things can happen. Good things do happen. And like I said, maybe they do change. I don't expect this amount of happiness for forever or anything, but I can enjoy it right now, and I can just be. I don't have to question. I don't have to wonder. I don't have to look for anything wrong, because right things can happen. Okay, bye.